Hey everyone. So, you ready for round 2? Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. I've had to delete and take down the other video because of copyright issues with the little music that I chose, and because it was through the entire video, there's no way to erase it, or as they say, scrub it out. So I'm re-uploading this, but I'm including a better picture of the photo reference at the end of this video, and I also went over the painting just a little bit and tightened up some edges and refined some shapes and added a little bit of more shadows and value to it. So not a whole lot of changes, but just a little bit of refinement that makes it hard to do while I'm filming. This way, I can get like right on top of it and get some of the details in that I really can't do on camera, because you wouldn't see anything, you'd just see my head. So yeah, and if you're watching this video for the first time, this is a picture that I sketched of me and my friend Jenny, and it was on a trip to see her in 2020 that we took this picture, and I've been wanting to paint it for a while now, and I decided to make it the last page in this sketchbook and possibly send it to her for Christmas and her birthday. So yeah, and those of you who are watching this for the second time, I will obviously not be able to really talk about the same stuff that I talked about in the last video. I mean, identically, that is. But I did go to an oil painting class today, and it was the first time I had touched oil paints in over 20 years, and it was not the experience that I had hoped it to be. I did not expect it to be sensorily annoying with the messiness, and the setup was just so foreign to me. I'm used to water-based mediums or pencils, things I can just grab and use and not like have an entire production going on to set up and take down and use during. It was a little bit of not a little bit, it was a steep learning curve. It's not what I thought it would be, but I'm going to go back for the next 2 classes, and I'll go in with the ideas that I need to set things up differently and just kind of approach it in a different way with a different mindset. So we'll see. But yeah, that was a lot more like work than it was like fun. Other than the people there are really cool, and I get to talk to other artists. Other than here online with you guys, I don't have any other art people in my life to relate to or talk about. As an artist, you got all this stuff going on in your head about art, and if you just pop off randomly and start talking to people about it who are not artists, yeah, it can be that lonely blank stare that you get back, and the polite nod, and you're just feeling really out of place. So you know how it is if you're an artist. You really just need that community. So that's what I get when I go to the art classes, and if anything, I can talk to people about stuff and share ideas, and just all of us are just so happy to be around other artists, really. I mean, it really got me started when I got here on YouTube, and I met some really nice other artists here, and we started talking, and it's so nice to just be able to talk to them. But I wish I could really see them and hang out with them. Looking at you, Tema. Yeah, someday we'll get together and paint in your lovely studio. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Tema, she's at That Jewy Jesus Chick, and her channel is really cute. She's a watercolor artist, and she has shared some of her life experiences through storytelling, and it is a wonderful, cozy place to land if you want to check out her channel. So here I am putting some red juicy lips on Jenny. She was wearing more makeup than I in the pictures that we took because she was photo ready and I was not. I just figured I would do my makeup like normal, but I noticed after we took the pictures that in comparison I looked super washed out compared to her, so I'm trying to, I guess, stay true to the photo reference by capturing that. And our coloring is very different, so she's got some nice colored cheeks and foundation on, and she's got the defined eyebrows, and I'm just like, you know, pre-summer skin over here. Our hair color is very different too. It was both, my hair's very dark in this picture, so I was trying to really render the color differences as far as I guess the temperature is what you would call that. So I'm using raw umber for my hair and quinacridone burnt scarlet for her hair because she has some like dark auburnish hair. Her hair's kind of blonde nowadays, so is mine, but in this picture we both had, you know, some very dark, very long hair going on, and it was blending together as we had our heads next to each other, and so it looked kind of cool in the picture, and I thought that was one of the reasons I wanted to paint this. So I'm really sorry too for my head getting in the way a bunch of times in this video. I tried to zoom in and crop it out. It's just really, really hard for me to film and paint at the same time. I'm sure other people can relate if you also film videos and do artwork. It's not the easiest thing in the world, and glare and lighting and all that stuff is a little extra on me because my eyes are not the greatest. And that, you know, I'm saying is an understatement. Those of you who know me, yeah. So I think I mentioned in my last video that I see things in puzzle pieces and I have to kind of figure out how to put that together, and painting and drawing from observation it's a bit challenging, but it's what I'm used to. I do that, you know, I've been doing that for years. So doing stuff like structural drawing, grids and rulers and Loomis method and all that kind of stuff is, you would think it would be easier, but it's actually harder when, say for example, you can't see a line all at one time. So even if you draw a ruler line and it's straight, you're only going to see portions of it, so you can't really tell where it's going or, you know, where it's going to end up. even if you follow it, it doesn't really feel straight. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but yeah, the Loomis head is very constructed, has a line down the middle going vertically and horizontally, so yeah. So here is the finished, more refined watercolor, and then there is the photo reference. So thanks again for hanging out with me again. Have a nice night.